This is 20-year-old Brooks Cleary. Just hours ago, cops broke down his apartment door, finding his brutally deceased girlfriend lying on the floor. When Brooks is arrested, he appears as though he has no idea his girlfriend was just killed, even though he's wearing a bloody shirt.
Oh, jeez Louise. Alrighty. Is she okay? There's nothing other than her that I care about. Like, I don't understand.
Well, Haley's deceased. What? What the f*** are you talking about? What?
As the interrogation continued, Brooks's strange behavior only deepened detectives' suspicions, and it quickly became clear that something was very wrong with him.
You haven't been honest. Okay, sure. Yeah, I haven't been honest. I haven't been fucking honest. You just told me my fucking fiance was dead, and you want to tell me I'm not being fucking honest? I cannot fucking stand you.
On a quiet Thursday evening, emergency responders rush to an apartment in Marietta, Georgia, after a 911 call reports that a young woman is having a seizure. When paramedics arrive, they walk in to find a dead woman lying on the floor, her boyfriend towering over her. The victim, 21-year-old Haley Johnson, wasn't suffering a seizure at all. Instead, she'd been shot, and sitting beside her was her fiancé, Brooks Cleary. Realizing the situation, paramedics quickly call for police.
Your fiancé? Okay. Anything? Weapons right there. Okay, what's going on? Shells on the ground next to it. Possible gunshot to the head. Oh, what a shotgun.
At first, Brooks appears completely out of it, silently sitting on the floor, staring blankly at the officer. But when officers move to detain him, his demeanor quickly shifts, and he starts cracking jokes and trying to make light of the situation.
Alright, man, come here. Yeah, stand up. Oh! We did a quick look on him, we didn't see anything. Place this one. Word for it. Turn around, place this one. Yeah, reach in your pocket. Turn around, place. Alright, do you got some shoes or something in the house? Yeah, in the house, yeah. Alright, where they at?
Well, they're gonna be in the house, yeah.
Well, obviously, where at in the house?
Wait, Nike's what? Probably, on the right.
Needless to say, Brooks's behavior is far from normal, cracking jokes and smiling almost as if he doesn't even realize his girlfriend is lying dead inside their home. To officers, it seems obvious that Brooks had killed Haley, but what they don't know is that he'll ultimately walk away with no murder charge. What they also don't realize is that Brooks is heavily intoxicated, so out of it that he doesn't even seem to understand what's happening or that Haley is dead.
Where was he when we first came up? Sitting right next to her. Sitting right next to her? Yep. Okay. He seems pretty hysterical. Yeah, he's not acting much like off meds. Yeah. He's too happy for somebody. Yeah. We turned her. Her face is all deformed, and I went to feel the back, and I went right in. Okay.
Where was the shell?
Inside. Still inside the... She was laid like this, just a little bit further back. Shotgun was right here. Splatter, brain is behind the couch. I've got fragments over there and over there. Front of her face was completely deformed, but don't know where the actual shot went through. I'm assuming the front. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. I had talked to him. He's in the back of my car.
Yeah.
But he's very happy-go-lucky for someone who his wife or fiance is like this.
Inside the living room, blood and brain matter are splattered across the walls. In the center, Haley lays in a pool of her own blood, her face so badly deformed it was almost unrecognizable. Despite the brutality of the scene, it isn't immediately clear what had happened, and whether this is self-inflicted, deliberate, or accidental remains to be seen. After securing the scene, officers prepare to transport Brooks to the station for further questioning. But just as they're getting ready to leave, a neighbor steps forward, claiming he'd heard what happened in the moments leading up to the shooting. And what he said didn't quite add up with what Brooks would later reveal in his interview.
So you said, about 10 o'clock, you say? Yeah, I was say 1 o'clock. But they were out here already. Oh, no. He was just sitting down here. Okay. Like sitting upstairs. Right. Just chilling. Okay. Trying to be full off and defuse the situation. Okay. And that's when the leasing agent was out here with him also? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. But none of the police or fire department. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So what did he tell you then? Like, how they was like she was just freaking out, like how they was doing. Okay. Simple stuff. Bro, I saw the yellow tip. I said, hold on, whoa. Yeah, that always leads into something different, doesn't it? Anyway, nothing for anybody else around here to worry about.
To officers, it sounds like something they dealt with plenty of times before. An argument between a couple that spiraled into violence, with Brooks as the obvious suspect. But later during the interrogation, it will become clear this case isn't as straightforward as it seems.
They came at me and fell and then busted her lip open. And I got her all over myself.
For now, Brooks sits secured in the back of a patrol car, headed to the station for questioning. At the same time, officers begin reaching out to friends of both Brooks and Haley, asking them to come in for interviews. Conversations that would later shed disturbing light on their relationship. But on the ride to the station, Brooks's obliviousness to the situation only becomes more apparent.
Why am I even sitting back here? It hurts so bad! Fuck, I didn't even do anything wrong! What the fuck? It hurts so fucking bad! Fuck! Let me out of these handcuffs, dude! I didn't even do anything fucking wrong! This is absolutely retarded! Fucking abuse of power is what this is.
What's up, you want to go ahead?
I can't.
Yeah, can you call the station, 52 back?
I can't feel my hands.
And find out.
Is she okay?
We'll get there in a minute, okay?
Alright, that's all I'm worried about. Honestly, she's my fiance.
Yeah.
There's nothing other than her that I care about. I don't understand.
As Brooks is driven to the station, it seems he doesn't even realize his fiancée is dead. Considering the gruesome scene inside the apartment, detectives speculated whether his ignorance was the result of drugs, mental instability, or simply just a fake performance. Regardless, Brooks arrives at the station and is placed in an interrogation room. From the detective's point of view, the case already seems clear. Brooks was the only person inside the apartment, his shirt was spattered with blood, and neighbors overheard him arguing with Haley just before the gunshot. However, when detectives look into Brooks's criminal history, they find nothing. Unusual for someone now suspected of such a violent crime. Still, with the damning clues they had so far, all investigators needed to do was break through his erratic behavior and get him to confess, something Brooks had no intention of doing.
We know how she died. How? I never did anything to her fucking fiance! Dude, I cannot
Yeah, I'm Detective Newey, Detective Mason.
Very sorry about everything you're going through tonight.
So, part of our protocol on a scene, anytime we have a gun go off, we do a little swab.
No, I didn't have a gun go off.
Okay.
Well, but yeah, no gun went off. Ever.
So, I'll be back in here to talk about everything that happened, and we'll have some questions for you.
I was just confused by that.
Just minutes into the interrogation, Brooks is already making bizarre claims, insisting that no gun ever went off despite clear evidence on the scene suggesting the contrary. But as the questioning continues, Brooks's story only grows stranger, completely contradicting what officers had witnessed firsthand.
How did you and Haley get along?
Great. She's my best friend in the whole world.
Yeah. So the reason we're here is obviously the reason why we responded to your apartment and everything. So we just want to hear everything that happened try not to leave out no details, just like from the very beginning to us right here at the table, just walk us through the entire day.
Well, me and my fiance woke up. We woke up at like 11:30, 11:45. Okay, so we're watching TikToks and
Y'all eat anything?
No.
You didn't have any breakfast or lunch?
No. Not that I can recall, at least. We're not like very big on eating, you know.
So did y'all talk to anybody that night? Did anybody come over, knock on the door or anything?
No.
What about after that?
I guess we got in like a argument over like bills or something like that. I guess it had to have been bills.
How long an argument lasts? You got going at it for
Probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
So a short little argument?
Yeah. It's like back and forth. It's pretty normal.
Detectives note Brooks's behavior here is tense, with his laughter sounding slightly forced. Furthermore, he claims that he and his best friend, Haley, spent the entire day at home relaxing, with only a minor argument later in the evening, a story detectives find extremely hard to believe. However, his next statement will finally explain the strange, oblivious demeanor. It seems he actually thinks Haley is still alive. But before we continue, sometimes the most devastating injuries are the ones you can't see. That's what happened in 2018, when Chad Festa was rear-ended at a red light in Sanford, Florida. Despite suffering severe spinal injuries, his insurance company offered just $100,000 and even hired investigators to film him coaching his kids' baseball teams. That's when he turned to the sponsor of today's video, Morgan & Morgan. Their attorney fought through 2 trials and secured a $6.1 million verdict for Chad. Just like Chad, if you're seriously hurt because of someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. But getting fair compensation isn't easy. That's why Morgan & Morgan exists. They don't settle for lowball offers. They fight for the maximum compensation you deserve if you end up working with them. And crucially, unless they win your case, the fee is absolutely free. There are no upfront costs or hidden charges. You pay nothing if they don't win for you. They won $12 million for a car crash victim in Florida and $26 million in Philadelphia. Wondering if you have a case? It takes only a few minutes to find out. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan by visiting www.forthepeople.com/insanitybodycam found in the description, or by scanning the QR code on screen. With that said, let's get back to the investigation.
There was a lot that happened. I mean, you went to a neighbor. What happened?
I didn't go to a neighbor or anything. Pretty much I just remember like
What did we show up for?
I guess the argument.
Did you talk to an officer?
Not initially, but when I heard the knock at the door, obviously I go, check and see. And then I talked to him.
So you said you talked to an officer. How many officers did you talk to?
I believe it was like 1 or 2.
Did anybody talk to Haley?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
They walk inside your apartment, or did they?
I'm not quite sure, because I was already outside talking to them, and then I went downstairs.
And so where was Haley at when you were by the front door?
She was kind of in our little hallway. We have a bathroom that leads into the
Was she standing up or sitting
living
down?
room. She was standing up.
Brooks' statements leave detectives baffled. He insists that when officers first arrived, Haley was standing in their hallway. An impossible claim, since both police and paramedics clearly found her lying dead on the living room floor.
Were you drinking this weekend, or were you drinking today?
Well, I mean, I've had a beer or 2, but that was it. Yeah, it's not like I
Any type of
out of it.
Were you smoking any weed or anything?
No.
We don't care. We're
No, trust me, I don't do that. They were like, what happened? And I told them what happened. And then they were like, okay, well, let me just get your hands behind your back. And I was like, okay.
Where was she?
In the hallway, in between, the...
You said she was standing up.
Yeah, in the hallway, in between the bathroom.
What was she in need of?
Huh?
What was she in need of?
She was, screaming at me, and she was, hitting me. And I was like, what do you, like, need? And then she like, came at me and fell and then, like, busted her, like, lip open. And I was like, I picked her up and I was like, are you okay? Like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. And, like, started pushing me off. And I was like, no, like, come here. Like, are you okay? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I started crying and shit because, like, I never really seen her, like, bleed like that. And I got it all over myself. So, like, she was okay for the most part. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go answer the door. She was like, okay. So I go answer the door, and it was police.
Okay, so you're not under the influence of anything?
No.
Alright, so I'm kind of confused.
I mean, it was kind of confusing to start with.
So, do you have any weapons or anything in the house?
Oh yeah, I own a shotgun.
You didn't talk to anyone else besides, this is you and Haley argument. No one else came up there and talked to you. No one came in your apartment.
No,
you know we talked to the neighbors, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you probably did. No, not that I remember. You're saying that a neighbor talked to me?
Did you go to anybody's house?
No.
You didn't knock on any doors?
No. Why would I knock on someone's door? That doesn't even make any sense.
As you might expect, Brooks's statements continue to baffle detectives, so much so that they begin to suspect he might be under the influence of something. But strangely, his barrage of bizarre claims made it nearly impossible for detectives to get a straight answer or a confession. And in the end, it would help him avoid a murder charge. But for now, detectives need to figure out if he was deliberately acting or genuinely impaired. So they decide to confront Brooks directly about what substances he had taken that day.
So, what kind of beer did you drink tonight?
Guinness.
Yeah, how many did you have?
1.5.
And again, how much marijuana did you smoke tonight?
None.
I mean, here's the deal. Are you under the influence of something, or do you think we're stupid? I can't figure out which one you did.
Either one. I don't think you're stupid. I'm not under the influence of anything. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why I'm even sitting here right now.
You don't understand why you're sitting here. We have blood all over you. How did that happen?
Yeah, because she busted her fucking face, dude.
Was she standing up and crying on you?
Yeah.
She was?
Yeah, and then she, like, sat down on the futon, and I was holding her like this.
So when did the gun go off?
What gun?
Okay, you don't play games with me.
What gun?
The shotgun.
It never went off. You can go test it for forensics right now, dude.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm really, like, confused at why I'm even still sitting here. Am I free to go?
No.
No? Am I being detained?
Yeah.
Okay. For what?
By now, detectives suspected Brooks was deliberately lying. He claimed Haley split her lip on him, denied any gun went off, and even insisted that she was alive when paramedics arrived. With each bizarre statement, it becomes clear that getting a confession out of Brooks was going to be nearly impossible. His story was scattered, contradictory, and at times completely delusional. So detectives paused the interview to collect gunshot residue from his hands and discuss a new strategy. That's when several of Haley's closest friends unexpectedly arrive at the station. Investigators immediately see an opportunity. If anyone knew the state of his relationship with Haley and what really happened that day, it was them.
So I know you guys went to Anchor Bar. Did you guys do you have any contact for that? Over the phone? Before Anchor Bar? Yeah, over the phone or anything. I called him just like while I got off work. Just like, hey, what you doing? And then they said that they were about to have like a date night, and they were like, it'd be great if I could tag along. Then we smoked, just okay. One joint. Okay. So you guys get the Anchor Bar. Well, they got Philly cheesesteaks. I ordered Bloody Mary. He got one drink and she got one. She tasted it. She said that she didn't like it. So he goes and he drinks hers, and he was like this over the table. There was a kid like looking at us, and I felt so embarrassed. I was like, yo, bro, you're like embarrassing me. Like there's whole family right here. So we got in the car and then I was just waiting for them. And she came out. He just pushed the table over. I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe this happened. And then she was like, they banned us. She said they banned us. We can never go back there again.
What the friends reveal completely dismantles Brooks's story. Not only had he not stayed home all day as he claimed, he was out drinking, acting aggressively, and even caused a major disturbance at a restaurant, getting himself banned for life. But beyond just contradicting his timeline, their testimonies paint a far darker portrait of Brooks's relationship with Haley.
She really loved him and really didn't want to give up on him, I guess. You know, he wasn't working, he was drinking a lot, but she was sick a lot, but she never talked to me about it. I mean, it was after the one incident where he hit her and was yelling at her and pushing her.
Did she ever mention him, like, having a temper, being angry?
Oh yeah, he definitely had a temper, and sometimes it was directed at her, you know, they would get into arguments and stuff, and sometimes it would just be at anybody. You know, he was constantly losing jobs, switching between jobs, you know, he would...
Okay, let's just start off. Just tell me anything that Haley said to you about Brooks that you think is concerning or might be relevant to this case.
Just sort of the way that I guess he treated her, like, attitude-wise, just, like, he wouldn't let her borrow his car, like, he would make her walk to work every single time, like, almost like he valued the car more, almost.
The relationship really took a turn for the worst, starting in, like, 2021. She showed up at the store when I was closing alone, and she was in her pajamas and her slippers, and she did not have any belongings on her. Like, she ended up staying with us for the night because when I tried to take her back to her apartment, the door had been locked and he wouldn't let her in. At a certain point, he started calling her dumb cunt, as if, like you would call a person sweetheart. That was his name for her.
Like, it's like term of endearment.
Like, as in, dumb cunt, go get me a beer.
Okay, that's off.
There have been multiple times that she told me she was going to have to get a second job on top of working 40 hours at Rocket Fizz to try to make ends meet because he wouldn't get a job.
Okay.
That she was applying to jobs for him, that he was getting interviews and refusing to go in.
And do you think Haley was...
No.
Okay.
She would have called me. Without a shadow of doubt in my mind, she would have called me if that was happening.
According to Haley's friends, Brooks could be both verbally and physically abusive. They recalled him explicitly calling her a dumb cunt and described his short temper, often taking his anger out on Haley and, at times, even on his friends. He seemed to depend on Haley for everything, financially and emotionally, while giving little in return. Friends said Haley was patient and caring, but Brooks may have taken advantage of that. Now every detail seems to align. A toxic relationship that ended violently, and Brooks either genuinely doesn't realize Haley is dead, or he's deliberately pretending. To get an answer, detectives decide to test Brooks directly by breaking the news to him and carefully observing his reaction. They want to see if he's lying or if he's genuinely detached from reality. However, they had no idea just how badly this would backfire.
Well, Haley's deceased. What? What the f*** are you talking about? What? What?
And you needed this.
What? What are you talking about? Haley is just... Wait, you better not be lying to me right now, dude.
I wouldn't lie about that.
Bro, what the fuck? Are you serious? God, dude, what the fuck? What happened? What is...
You said she had a bloody lip and you were sitting on the futon and you were holding her. That was where we left off.
What if I told you your wife was dead right now and then I was like, that's where we left off? You. Out of my face. Shut the up. I can't. Are you serious? She's actually gone?
She's gone, and you know that.
Shut your face, dude. Honestly, I'm so sick of you. And you know that. No, what the I didn't. Why the would I know that? Asshole. Fuck you.
We know how she died.
How?
That's what we're asking you.
How? How? Tell me. How?
Stop the charades, man.
Shut oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Stop the charades? My fucking fiance is dead right now. You want to say stop the charades?
Out of your mouth.
I don't give a what you think, buddy.
There's nothing.
I don't give a shit what you think.
You're not crying.
Oh, you're not.
There's nothing here. Nothing has been the truth.
What happened to her?
Nothing has been the truth.
Especially not coming out of your fucking fat mouth.
Before we arrived to the apartment, the police, she was already dead.
What? What? Dude, you hooked me up to a polygraph machine or whatever. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what the happened to her. That's why I'm asking you others what the happened.
You haven't been honest with us this whole time. We've been sitting here talking.
Okay, buddy.
I mean, I'm just honest.
Where'd you get detective lessons?
You haven't been honest. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I haven't been honest. I haven't been honest? You just told me fucking fiance was dead! And you want to tell me I'm not being honest? You go fuck your mother, mate! You go shut the fuck up! You tell me I'm not being fucking honest one more time again. I'm telling everything I know! I cannot stand you!
Okay.
What the fuck, dude? Shut the fuck up! Don't even talk to me, dude! Get the out of here. Just go. Just go. Let me have the good cop. Fuck off.
Everybody we've talked to, you talk to people at night. And
I've talked to people? Sure, buddy. Two.
Okay.
Give me a name. Give me one person.
Neighbors.
Neighbors. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm not sitting here making this stuff.
Okay, I'm not sitting here talking to you with your I don't know what the fuck happened to my fucking fiance, and I'm sitting here talking to you suckers, and you just now tell me they're fucking dead? Fucking serious? We've been sitting here for 30 fucking minutes talking about shit. Dude, I cannot No!
Clearly, Brooks didn't take the tragic news lightly. Detectives think they can use Brooks's breakdown to their advantage, pressing him further in hopes of forcing a confession. But their plan backfires again, and the moment they try to leverage his outburst, Brooks goes completely off the rails.
Did you talk to a firefighter tonight?
No! You know I didn't talk to a firefighter. What? When? Who? What firefighter? No, I did not.
So if I told you 6 firefighters and they all spoke with you, you'd say every single one that's lying?
Yeah, I would.
You know how that sounds to us?
Sure, that can sound however it wants to. But I'm telling you the truth. She was fine! She was fucking fine when I left! I went downstairs and she was fucking fine! I don't know what the fuck this fuck's talking about, but I never did anything to hurt my fucking fiance! She's a fucking lying! Are you fucking serious? You fucking thing! Fuck you! I never would do anything to hurt her! She is my she is my everything! I'm at a loss for like, I don't understand your problem. And then you don't believe me? That's fine. I don't care if you believe me or not. You honestly, for not believing me. I get into an argument. Now my fiance is dead? And that's supposed to be my fault?
Nobody's accused you. We're just asking stuff.
Dude, what the fuck up? Yeah, you have been. The whole time you've been like, oh,
I'm asking the question. You're going to listen. Here's the deal.
Oh, I'm gonna listen?
Yeah, you are. E, are you under the influence of anything? I'm trying to make any sense of this because nothing.
You just told me my fiance's dead, and then you're like,
I haven't seen a tear come out of your eye. So the thing is,
because I don't believe you, to be frank. I really don't. Seriously, I don't.
okay. I tell you what, I want you to just absorb it, okay? All right, we're telling you the truth. All right, let's just absorb.
How am I supposed to know that it's the truth?
Okay, because he's in a police station. We don't play around.
Yeah, y'all do.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
You know that. So, anyway, can I get you some more water or anything?
No.
Need a snack or anything?
No.
All right. Why don't you just relax, come absorb this, we'll come back and talk to you in just a bit, okay? Water.
After Brooks destroys the camera in the interrogation room, detectives quickly move him to another room, hoping he'll calm down. Instead, Brooks's rage continues to spiral, becoming even more chaotic and uncontrollable.
Just relax, all right?
You think I fucking had something to do with my fiance? I don't want to fucking talk to you guys anymore. I'm done. I'm fucking talking to you guys. I'm done. Shut up, you fucking prick. Dicks. Getting hot in here. Got a problem with that?
Don't damage anything else, okay?
Did I damage anything other than a plastic cup?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. So, off.
Brooks goes on to rampage for another hour, forcing detectives to eventually end the interrogation. His explosive behavior prevented detectives from obtaining any meaningful answers, let alone a confession. Still, based on statements from Haley's friends, Brooks's inconsistent narrative, and his aggressive outburst at the restaurant earlier that day, detectives speculate he is heavily intoxicated. One friend even told them Brooks had been smoking weed that night, though officers suspected he might have also been under the influence of something stronger when Haley died. Based on their research, investigators speculated that Brooks's aggressive mindset that night may have been sparked by Haley's attempts to leave him. Haley had recently started moving forward with her life. She was starting a new job, buying her first car, and had even arranged a safe place to stay if she decided to leave Brooks for good. Some detectives believed that when Haley made her intentions clear, Brooks may have done everything he could to stop her, even if that meant picking up his shotgun, loading it, and pulling the trigger. They also speculated that afterwards, Brooks tried to conceal evidence, joke with the officers, and spin lie after lie, all to avoid the consequences of killing the woman he claimed to love more than anything. In the end, the case went to trial, but despite all of the red flags and Brooks's violent history, the prosecution didn't have the evidence to pursue murder charges. Haley's autopsy was deemed inconclusive, unable to confirm whether her death was homicide or self-inflicted. On top of that, it was reported that key forensic evidence was mishandled and investigators failed to test Haley for gunshot residue and only tested Brooks. Even then, his hands were reportedly swabbed after he had time to wash them, rendering the results essentially meaningless. That mistake gave the defense room to argue Haley may have pulled the trigger. If her hands had shown residue, it could have supported a theory of a self-inflicted death, but if her hands had tested clean, it would have strongly pointed to Brooks as the shooter. Instead of facing a murder charge, Brooks was tried on lesser offenses, concealing the death of another, making false statements, and interference with government property. In November of 2024, a jury found him guilty, and he was sentenced to 11 years in prison. With time served, Brooks Cleary is set to walk free in 2033.